Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here's a look at what we're facing here for the rest of our Thursday. Of course, it's a big transition day as we go from the really mild stuff we had yesterday and last night and the rainier weather to eventually drier weather, but much colder conditions. Here's time lapse. Look at the fog. We had the rain. We had about 2/3 of an inch of rain overall from last night into this morning in Rochester. You'll see the fog lifting as the cold front moves through. The winds really picking up from the northwest, and then see the flag impacted by that. And still some wind-driven rain. Right now we are looking at a live image. Here is our Gwaltney Group camera from Signal Hill. Watch the snow coming in now. That's something that's just happened in the last 10 minutes. It's just before 9:30 this morning on this Thursday, and yeah, big changes there. We go from a relatively mild rain now to the 30s and snow. Visibility has gotten a lot better. A little while ago, we had visibility a half a mile. It was just before 8 o'clock, so about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And now we're up to 8 to 10 miles, so no issues there with visibility as things are gloomy but not as foggy. Again, good morning, everybody. What we're facing today is a blustery, raw, unpleasant Thursday. Temperatures are on the way down. They won't stop till they bottom out in the teens later tonight, believe it or not. So we're going to be in the 30s the rest of today, 20s this evening. We get past midnight tonight, the winds will drop off, the skies will clear, and then we'll be in the teens for overnight tonight and early portion of tomorrow, but less wind as we have high pressure coming in. So we have that to look forward to, and actually the next few days look pretty good. We'll have some sunshine. Right now, looking outside, I see the snow coming down. 38 in Rochester, it's 36 in Mason City, 45 in Decorah. They've been as warm as 52 today in Decorah, but things already cooling off. Look at these winds. Northwest, 23 miles per hour, some gusts up to 30. Expect 35-mile-per-hour gusts really between now and about sunset. The wind chill, 27 right now. Wind chills across the area, 20s to low 30s. And that is not as cold as it's going to be. It's going to be even colder than this, eventually teens. Going into the afternoon as temperatures drop a few more degrees anyway. Not as much of a sharp drop off from here. We're going to go from the mid-30s to low 30s by around sunset. And then the skies clear around 6 or 7, then we'll be in the 20s. But here's that snow mixture now, mostly snow here in much of the area. Again, to the west, some clearing west of our area in the Dakotas, and again, that will work its way eastward behind the departing system. This evening, as high pressure comes in, and beyond the next couple of days look halfway decent. But right now, rainfall totals around the area, Rochester among the highest, at least on this map, 65/100ths of an inch since midnight. Overall, about 7/10ths of an inch going back to about 11 o'clock last night with the rain developing at that hour. 58/100ths in Mason City. Weather story today, looking at windy and cold weather today. Cool sunshine tomorrow. We wake up to the teens. We'll end up in the 30s. And then next week, a couple of systems will come in that may bring rain and or snow. I mean, they have a lot of question marks with these systems, and depending on how they take a track of the area, how they work their way across. Maybe rain, snow, maybe actually completely avoid the area altogether. That is a long way off. So we'll be watching that and talking about that as we get closer to Thanksgiving. 38 in Rochester, ahead of that cold front, 59 in St. Louis, 47 in Indianapolis, but teens in Minot and Fargo. This time tomorrow, that's where we will be. Here's high pressure coming in, rough winds during the day. They'll drop off around midnight tonight, and then we'll have a cold night, a chilly Friday with temperatures mid and upper 30s, but still not too strange for this time of the year, within a couple degrees of the seasonal average. And then a little disturbance on Saturday brings some extra clouds, but we will stay dry. It's going to be a little breezy. Winds turning to the west around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting a little higher on Saturday, but still not a bad day, low 40s there. The system next week, there it is. If it veers to the south and southeast, we may get nothing, or we end up with snow, possibly if it were to shift farther north. That's the Tuesday and an early Wednesday system. Another one, Thursday on Thanksgiving, may bring a rain-snow mixture, and another one beyond that. This is looking way down the line. Over next weekend could bring another chance of rain or snow. That one has been showing up for a while in our longer-range computer models, and they suggest that there may be something the days following Thanksgiving, around Saturday and Sunday time frame. But that, again, very much in a realm of uncertainty. We don't really have a full grasp of what's going to happen. These systems are way out in the Pacific, and once they get closer, we will have a much better idea. But that's just giving you a heads up. There are a series of systems that will come in. It looks like more of an active pattern, but we are watching and waiting to see what will the impact be. Just heads up that it may be a tricky week with travel conditions, potentially. next week. But today, 38 in Rochester. Morning high temperatures, they continue to drop. 34 in Albert Lea, 42 in Charles City. Fog lifting as we speak, but windy and cold. Rain ending with that snow mixture as well. Gusts to 35 miles per hour. Wind chills teens and 20s. 17 tonight, diminishing wind after midnight. And then tomorrow, sunny, much lighter winds out of the west. 36 for your Friday. Low 40s over the weekend, and then there's that potential rain and or snow event. Mostly, I think at this point, we're looking at possibly light snow. Tuesday, temperatures climbing above freezing, so that may be an early morning type situation. Wednesday, maybe sun if that system stays far enough south. There are some possibility, some elements in our longer range forecasting suggesting that that could be farther south. But of course, that remains to be seen. We're going to be watching that pretty closely in time. Just to give you a heads up what we're facing next week. Maybe 1, 2, or even 3 systems coming in, and all may be, well, more fall or winter, and may also eventually lead to much colder weather. It does look like we are going to go into December maybe with below average temperatures. That's the latest from the Climate Prediction Center. So it may be really cold down the road. No more 40s after maybe next week. Of course, that remains to be seen, but just a heads up. Anyway, in the meantime, stay warm today against those harsh winds and have a great Thursday.